fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Winston eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
Ain't no party like a thug life party, cause around the world, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no party like a thug life party, cause around the world, now we out. Ain't no party like a thug life party, cause around the world.
What up, what up? It's your boy Shine, and welcome to I Game Around. Some niggas didn't like that name, but they can eat a dick. As you see, unfortunately, today I am by myself. My cousin is out traveling the world like a fuck nigga. Just kidding. He's in San Jose for his team that he works for. But anyway, never can run out of too many cousins. So I have another cousin that I'm actually going to call while I'm playing, because it's supposed to be once a month, and we're actually going to try to keep to this one. Once a month, we actually play you, the fans, and guess what? Today happens to be the day because somebody decided not to show up. So let's go ahead and not even waste no time. Let me go ahead and call him. Hold up.
Yo.
There he is. What up? What up?
What's going on?
You got to introduce yourself to the people.
My name's Dean.
Dean with no ats, because Dean doesn't believe in social media, kind of like I do. I'm on a tiptoe. Like, Judah Man is all the way into social media. I'm in the middle with it, and Dean is on the far left, and he doesn't believe in it.
Yeah, I don't have any kind of media accounts at all. When I tell people that, they think that I'm two-timing or weird or what have you.
Yeah, when you tell women that, they think you're lying, and you actually got a girl on the side that you don't want to tell them about.
Yep, I've actually lost a couple females because I don't have those accounts.
All right, well, obviously I appreciate you joining the podcast. So what I'm doing today is I'm playing online, playing against one of you, the fans. I'm playing with the Bucks because the person who cheers for the Bucks isn't here today. So I said, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna play with him. All right, so let's not waste your time, sir. Let's go ahead and get into some Bucks talk. A lot actually didn't happen this week. I watched Hard Knocks, but I wasn't sober when I watched it, so then I rewatched half of it sober, and still nothing happened. Jameis is looking like the man. He's looking like he's a natural born leader. At only 23, he's kind of commanding the team. He's telling niggas what to do. He's really, really, really direct. If you haven't seen Hard Knocks, the Bucks edition, I definitely advise that you watch that, because I think the Bucks are something serious this year. Matter of fact, what are your thoughts? Do you think the Bucks might have what it takes to go to the playoffs after last year they went 8-8?
Right, I think they're definitely improving. Not that I follow them like that, but I do read articles now and then, and I see that every year Jameis becomes more and more dedicated, more and more serious, and like you just stated, more and more of a natural leader, or I won't say natural, he just becomes a better leader in general. So, yes, I think they are moving in the right direction. I can see a 10-6 type season and a playoff berth. So, yes, I think they got something going on this year. Because let's just look at Atlanta. Atlanta's going to be strong after that letdown in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, what a letdown.
Carolina's not going to do too much, I don't think. And then the Saints, I think Drew's on his way out, basically. So I think a Super Bowl loss like that, I think the division is up for the taking, and I think the Bucks got a shot at, getting that berth. So we'll see what happens.
I agree. I think, honestly, me and you are nomads now. My team previous was the Ravens, back when they had Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, of course, Flacco, Ray Rice, when they had a squad. Actually, when they won a Super Bowl was their peak, but, obviously I was with them for a minute. And for you, I know it was the Colts with Peyton, and then after Peyton left, it was kind of just, what do we do now?
Yeah, I kind of retired with Peyton. I liked Cutler for a while with the Bears. I like that style of play.
Slanging it.
Yeah.
Wait,
didn't I live a young Brett Favre, and then now I know he's back, and I just think that's a waste of time and money. I understand they were going to reach out to Tebow before they got Cutler, so I would have liked to see Tebow back in the league just to watch Tebow time, but
Yeah, just his novelty. I got you.
Yeah. The color didn't care about picks when he was playing, actively. I know he doesn't care about picks now, so it should be entertaining to watch them the least.
Didn't he throw 6 picks to one person?
I think he did 4 to Hall that time, right?
Oh, yeah, D'Angelo on the Redskins, yeah.
Right, and then after the game he said, I would have kept talking to them. I don't get it.
They always ask for the quarterback to have short. Oh wow, I'm not even paying attention. This dude just scored on me. They always ask for the quarterback to have short-term memory, but damn.
Yeah, he's just like a modern Brett Favre, basically. But Brett's got a ring, and then I think Brett went to another Super Bowl and lost. So he's been to the big dance twice. I can't say the same for Cutler.
Yep, I'm gonna have to say he's never been to the big dance. He's been to the playoffs. I'll give him that, but that gunslinging mentality and that I'm gonna throw it to whoever, whenever. Yeah, that doesn't exactly work in the playoffs.
That doesn't win games, right?
Yep. Speaking of football, let's go ahead and take it to the Browns. Now, the Browns were they're not in the news for their winning. They were in the news because they had a whole circle of people kneeling. And there was white players and black players kneeling and standing with Kaepernick. So do you feel like this kneeling is getting their point across, that police brutality is running rapid between, blacks, obviously, because we were getting targeted by the police? Or do you believe that this is just another distraction and they're only getting publicity because they're kneeling, not because of police brutality?
I believe that they mean to speak up at heart, but the media is flipping it, and it's just another distraction. It's like the owners are like, I feel like they think, hey, just do your job and go home. This ain't a platform for you to be talking about how you feel and your views and this and that. I mean, they have that platform because ball players, athletes, they're basically representatives of, whoever follows them. So they do have that voice, that power. But no, I don't think they're making any progress at all. I like the whole New York thing where everybody rallied for Kaepernick to get a job. I feel like if he wasn't doing that, he would, gotten signed and everything would have been fine. But no, I just think this is a drop in the bucket in comparison to what's really the real problem. So no.
Yeah, I agree, and I think, I'm not gonna blame it on white America, but I think I'm about to say white America, but I think they did switch the whole Kaepernick narrative to where it was more about, he's not standing for the flag, he doesn't respect troops, he doesn't respect the anthem, more than it was about the police brutality. Because I'm like, if he's a NFL pro or whatever, obviously he can't do too much to speak out, so he decided to do a peaceful little speak out by sitting down, and then it turned into a whole big ordeal where it was like, we can't hire him because, he's going to come with a whole bunch of negative publicity. And I'm like, all he did was just not stand for the anthem. So I kind of think it's wrong, but I'm glad some people on the Seahawks, some people on the Browns, Marshawn Lynch started sitting. Marshawn Lynch has sat the last 3 preseason games, and it's kind of funny because he hasn't explained himself, but obviously he's not sitting down just to sit down. So I'm definitely proud to see, some of the black NFL players stepping up for Kaepernick. But on that note, do you think Kaepernick could get a job this year? I know me and you aren't, and I'm going to put this out there publicly. Me and him aren't, NFL experts. We're not, analysis. We're not looking at every game and studying film and everything. But do you think Kaepernick will get a job based on his beliefs?
That's so hard to say. He's had 2 biters. I think it was the Ravens, and it was, I want to say the Dolphins maybe. He's had, right, but the reason, I don't know, but the reason why he won't get one is because then you have all these departments and city workers saying, well, we're not going to provide security for you if you hire Kaepernick. So you got all that going on behind the scenes. So that kind of puts them in a bind. But whoever did sign him, you're going to have a part of the population that's praising you, but then you have the other population that's gonna, no longer be a fan. So they don't like headaches, and they don't like, a lot of teams don't like the media circus. That's why Tebow always had a problem. I mean, other than he wasn't that good, but he brung too much. He brung too much media with him.
Right.
So,
which I think is crazy. Crazy. I think it's crazy because NBA is the complete opposite. Like I'm talking completely out my ass. Don't get on me. But Lonzo Bar was drafted to the Lakers because of the publicity that his dad brought to the table. Like, he wasn't just, I mean, he's a good ball player, don't get me wrong, but because of what LeVar Ball did for him and the campaigning and everything and saying that, oh, he's not going to sign with another team, he's just going to sign with the Lakers, I think the Lakers signing him made it that publicity stunt where it was like, oh, all eyes on the Lakers this season. So NFL is weird. Like, that's very, very weird that a brother can't. Wow, that's a horrible throw. Thanks, Jameis. I see why I don't play with a sorry-ass squad. Anyway, yeah, I just think that the NFL is weird in that statement where it's like, oh, yeah, you could kind of do what you want, you know what I'm saying, outside of us, but, don't go against us now, don't play yourself. You still, wow, I missed a kick. Oh, my goodness. Camera, you in the fucking way. That's why I missed the kick. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I kind of just think that it all boils down to you kind of got to just shut up and play. Like, I feel like that's what most NFL players do is just shut up and play. And it's going to take people like Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett is, all pro. It's going to take more all pros. Like, no offense to the Browns, but who's all pro on the Browns? Like, who's the number one selling jersey on the Browns? Like, I think.
Probably Johnny Manziel,
Yeah, and he's not even on the squad no more. So.
Right. But, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, different players have a different voice, and it's just, if we did something like that at work, we would be fired or sent home.
Oh,
so.
Quick, in a heartbeat. If I went to work and I was just like, you know what? Obviously, we don't have a national anthem every day because we're not in school, but if I was just like, you know what, I'm only helping black people out. I work in IT, I work on computers. So if I'm like, I'm only helping black people with their computer problems, obviously I'm getting fired. Like, I'm getting fired in a heartbeat. So it's like it takes people who are financially stable. Obviously an NFL pro, getting a $5 million or a $10 million contract, and plus, those are the ones that got to step out, like somebody like Cam Newton or just other black players, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, even Jameis. It takes players like that, like elite players, for us to actually, get somewhere with that message. But I think the more that people sit, the more they're going to make it on, oh, they're sitting, not, oh, well, let's take a further look into police brutality. Because like I said on the last podcast with, with Judah Mann, it's literally like the original police officers were slave capturers. They were built to capture slave runners. They were built to capture runaway slaves. So police were never in favor of black people. Now, obviously, not everybody falls under that category. Not every police officer falls under that category. But the main premise, the main point for a police officer was to capture slaves. So when you start based upon that foundation, how can you say that, oh no, we're here for the people, we're here for this, we're here for that? Like, no, you're not. You're like you're here to make sure that black people still got their foot on their neck. But enough about the racism. Just kidding. All right, so what'd you think about a statue removal? Like, I'm not sure if you know. All right, first of all, let me go ahead and make a disclaimer. Dean is from Tampa. Dean does not currently live in Tampa, but he was born and raised in Tampa. But Tampa removed 3 Confederate statues from downtown Tampa. What do you feel like that does for the community?
First of all, I didn't even know there was Confederate statues in Tampa.
I didn't either. I had no fucking clue.
I didn't have a clue that. And I've been born and raised. I didn't leave Tampa until my mid-20s, and I'm not even 30 yet. So there you go there. However, was it an eyesore to anybody non-Caucasian or ignorant to the fact? probably so, but them actually physically removing the statue is not going to change anybody's daily life. You're still going to be treated the same way you were treated the day before. Do you feel better about yourself, maybe? I guess, but nothing on a drastic level is going to change for you individually. If you were black when that statue was up, you're black when that statue is gone.
I couldn't agree with you more. Like, I feel like that no matter how many statues removed, we're still, as Jay-Z said, he's still a nigga in a coupe. Oh, no, that was Kanye. Excuse me. Oh, we got an interception. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, the white Johnny Smith, how he treated you yesterday, he might treat you even worse now because he's hot. But, but for the most part, you're still black in his eyes, and I mean, I guess on the big picture, it's a step forward. Maybe things are changing because 20 years ago there was a movement to get that statue moved.
Right.
Oh, that would have never happened. You probably would have went to jail trying to get the statue removed. So I think the big picture is things are getting better. Whites are understanding that blacks are mistreated. They're not treated equally. They're not treated like they should be treated. So I think it is a step in the right direction. Is it going to affect us in the next 5 years of day-to-day operations? Absolutely not. But maybe for our kids and our grandkids, then yes. Little steps like that, the step of 1,000 miles, starts with one step, so the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, excuse me. So, yes, it is a move. It is a progressive move, but it's not going to affect us right now.
All right, yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like, I don't think our generation will see, just harmony, bliss, like everybody's in love with everybody's cool with everybody, gays are cool with everybody, transgender, like I don't think our generation is going to be built for that. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. So sorry, hold on, because obviously this is I game around, fuck, oh, so fucking pissed off. Y'all gonna see that and y'all gonna see why I'm fucking pissed off. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. And we talked about, I'm not laughing. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. But we talked about this off air about Trump's good luck comments, where basically he was on his way getting on a helicopter and a reporter asked him about Texas. And they were like, well, how do you feel about, how do you, what are your thoughts about the people, excuse me, let me make sure I get this correct because I don't want to be wrong. He was asked what did he have to say to the people in Texas dealing with Hurricane Harvey before Hurricane Harvey hit. And basically what he said was good luck. Like he sent his thumbs up and he said good luck. So do we feel like, well, I'm not gonna say do we feel like because I don't want to assume your feelings, but pretty much Trump just said good luck. So what in your mind could he have said better than good luck? Or do you feel like he really couldn't have said anything better because obviously he's not in Texas and he's not Superman, so he can't be out there saving people?
I feel like he's the most powerful person in the world.
Right.
And I think sometimes he forgets how strong his words are and how they're portrayed. He is the leader of the free world. Could he have said something a little more sincere, a little more thoughtful, a little more concerned? Absolutely. But just because he didn't say, a lecture or a motivational speech, I don't feel like he should be criticized for that like he's criticized for everything else. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Trump fan, supporter. I'm not pro-Trump. I think
nigga, we are not Trump supporters. We.
Right. So don't get me wrong. I have a lot of problems with his cabinet and how he, runs the office. But that's a different subject. But what I just mean is, it just seems like every little thing the guy does is just a big deal.
Right.
Like he can't ever do anything wrong, right, and then when he does something wrong, it just gets, multiplied by the ninth power. It's just like, I mean, I mean, had he said something big and long and sincere, then it would have been like, well, he should have included this. He should have included that.
So he can't win for losing.
He just can't win for losing. Anything he does is wrong. And most of the stuff he probably does is wrong, but everything the dude can't be wrong. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do think he could have did more on his comments, absolutely. But he didn't, and he probably just deserves a little bit of criticism for it. But I'm just talking about the big picture. It's like every little thing he does is just blown up. So yes, Trump, you need to be a little more elaborate when you're trying to be delivering a positive speech to your people.
Right, and I was like, whoa, hold on, yeah, tackle that man. All right. I was like, if you really asked the average American, they would have probably given that same answer. Like, if somebody came up to me and was like, yo, what do you think about, you got anything to say to the people in Texas? Good luck. Like, that's what the fuck I would have said. I wouldn't have said anything different. I mean, obviously, he's in a position of power and he needs to be more mindful of his words. But I think the average American was thinking the exact same thing as he was good luck. Like, I hope y'all make it through, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I'll pray for you. Like, did y'all want to hear that?
Right. And then it's not like he was prepared to answer. I mean, not that I'm giving him an excuse, but, he was kind of caught off guard. It wasn't like it was a sit down and he just got, he had thoughtful answers. He just kind of got asked it on the spot.
Oh, yeah, they ambushed that nigga. Like I said, they caught him going to a helicopter. It's like, yo, my nigga, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? Like, yeah, they definitely ambushed him. Like, they didn't.
Right. I mean, yeah, he's not going to stop that flight on the helicopter, and then go into a tangent,
Yep. I agree with that 100%. I mean, but, all right, and I'm going to be completely honest here. Obviously, I've seen the tabloids, I've seen the headlines and everything, but I haven't followed Trump's presidency at all. Like, I haven't been like, yo, Trump's really out here fucking up. Like, I've seen it, but I'm just like, has anything actually changed in my life? No. Like, I still got a job. I still got to show up to work every day. I still got to grind hard for mine. I still got to get this. I still got to get that. So I'm like, for you, and this is only you personally. This is not, America. This is you personally. Have you felt the effects of Trump's I can't even talk. Have you felt the effects of Trump's presidency?
Not one bit. I mean, a lot of my friends and family were upset he got elected. I hear office talk about, his policies and this and that and that and this. But me directly, individually, has anything changed between Trump and Obama for me personally at this point in time? Not one bit.
Right. And I agree with that 100%. I mean, and I'm going to get probably, get niggas in my DMs for this, but nothing changed between Bush and Obama. I mean, Obama got elected in 2008. Excuse me. I was 18 at the time that he got elected, and I was just like, yo, my president is black, my Lambo's blue. I was just riding a wave. I was like, yeah, man, first black president, but nothing changed. Like, I still had to go to work every day. Nobody was giving me like, oh, hey, the president's black now, so you're going to get some extra not conversary because that's prison food. But you're going to get some extra tips or you're going to get some extra help because, your president is black now and everything's going to change. I didn't have all that. It was just a normal day. So I'm like, to me, to be honest, like, a president doesn't dictate how you're going to live. You dictate how you're going to live. A president's just going to pretty much worry about the overseas stuff, but he's not going to be focused on your day-to-day. So if you're living your day-to-day, you still have to go out and fight for yours. You still have to go out and grind for yours. You still have to go out and be that nigga, you know what I'm saying, in the streets if you want to be. So I feel like the whole presidency and the whole thing in a whole, I can't even talk. I feel like presidency doesn't affect local people. I feel like you're not going to be affected in Tampa with the presidency. What you are going to be affected by is your local government, like the people that you elect, like your mayor, your senators and things like that. Those are the people that are going to affect your day-to-day. But As far as the president, no, he's just a spokesperson for the world. He's not somebody that's gonna come to your city and be like, "Yo, hey man, I'm in office now, so now you're definitely gonna get your reparations. You're definitely gonna come up." So I feel like the presidency is kind of a sham. Matter of fact, while we're on the subject, how do you feel about politics? How do you feel about voting? You feel like is it necessary for people to vote or? Whoa.
I think, for the longest, I never voted, but I actually did vote this last time around. And as blacks, we had to fight and do so much to be able to vote.
Right.
It is your voice, so I do think it's important. Nobody's ever won a vote by one, on a big stage, but it is your voice. That's how you speak. That's how the common person is vocal. Your voice. So I think it is important, and it's good to just exercise. A lot of blacks don't vote after, we've been hung and raped and killed and whatever, trying to get that right. And a lot of them don't even exercise that tool. So, yes, I think it is important. If you would have asked me that maybe a year ago, I would have said, I never voted and I never will. But I think as I, try to be a little more well-rounded, yes, that's your voice, and you should continue to vote and, exercise.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Well, no. Do I agree? I don't know if I agree. I just feel like niggas got to figure that life shit out for themselves. You got to figure out what's important to you. Do you need to vote? No. I honestly, like, in my heart of hearts, I feel like voting is not going to change your life. Like, and that's just me personally. I feel like, even if you voted for Angela Rye or somebody like that in office, it's not going to change your life. You have to want to change your life. So, in that sense, oh, goodness fucking gracious, catch the goddamn ball. Welcome to my game around, people, where we get pissed off because niggas can't catch. But anyway, I just feel like it's not gonna change your life, bro. You gotta make that change for your life. Is voting cool? Is voting gonna make things change? Of course, voting's gonna make things change. But catch that! Oh my God! How do you? Oh man, sorry. He just. Dean isn't watching this, so he doesn't see the feed, but basically he just dropped a touchdown pass on 3rd and 10, so now it's 4th and 10, and I have to punt the ball because he couldn't catch it. But anyway, so, damn, that really pisses me off. Like, I'm really in a bad mood right now. But basically, I would say vote if you feel that inkling to vote, like, definitely vote, but, all right, that's dead. But don't think it's going to change your life. Don't think you're going to vote for a president and he's just going to be like, yo, the doors are now open for you, man. You clean, you cool, you custom. You can do whatever you want in this life. Like, no, you still have to work. You still have to grind for yours. You still got to go out and hustle like the next man. So that's all. All right, let's move on to the Jay-Z interview. Now, I know you don't have Tidal. And the only reason I have Tidal is because I bought a hard drive, or not a hard drive. I bought a SD card, and I had 3 months free of Tidal. So I happened to see the Jay-Z interview. Now, what I'm actually mad about is everybody's like, oh, yeah, Jay-Z's so on point. Jay-Z saying that, you got to invest in yourself and, you got to believe in, black is beautiful. And, oh, is that safety? Fuck, that's not safety. All right, but you got to believe that, black excellence, that's the real shit. You got to do for yourself and blah, blah, blah. But 2 years ago, niggas was blasting, and I mean blasting Dame Dash about his Breakfast Club interview because he was saying the exact same thing. Did you happen to catch the Dame Dash interview?
I did see the Dame Dash, but I did not see the Tidal one.
Right. And he was basically just saying the same thing. But, like, my point is that, wow, don't let him score. Don't let him score. You don't let a man named 82. Yeah, thank you. Don't let him. Wow. We had him on the 1, and he literally threw a pass, broke a tackle, and now he's on the 50. So that was a 50-yard play that just happened. But basically, it's more or less the same stuff. Jay-Z was basically saying, work for yourself. Like, try to establish your own entity. Wow. I think we lost this game, fellas, but it's all good. We'll get over it. We'll get over the first L because that's the only L we're ever going to take with this sorry-ass team. But what I will say is Jay-Z, like, Jay-Z's a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't deny that he has, like, the greatest rapper alive. No matter who your favorite is and, who you think is better than him. Like, in episode 0 of me and Judah Man, we had our top 5 and Jay-Z wasn't in it. But you have to respect his hustle. You have to respect his grind. 13 albums in, and he's still platinum on every single album. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't deny that. So I feel like, he had valid points. He was like, work for yourself and trust the process. And that's the number one thing that I believe in is you have to trust the process. You can't rush stuff. And, obviously when I moved to LA and everything like that, I was trying to rush the process. All right, hold on. Fuck. All right, I got fucked up. We lost this game, fellas, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We're gonna regroup. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do some serious shit. But to finish my point, Jay-Z, like if you haven't seen the title interview, the part 1 and the part 2, you have to watch it because he gives you a lot of self-help shit to where it's like, be your own man, be your own boss, believe in yourself because you have what it takes to be your own man. And I seriously believe that without a shadow of a doubt. But all I was saying was Dame Dash was saying that 2 years ago, and DJ Envy was getting upset at him because of the way he came across. Because, DJ Dame Dash was making Envy seem like he was just a bitch or he was just a pawn. And what Dame Dash was trying to say was you need to own your own company, you need to own your own business because you can't give your son a radio station, but you can give your son a restaurant, you can give your son a record label, you can give your son a production company, but you can't give him what you don't own is basically what he was saying. And that's kind of what Jay-Z was saying, which I see why, obviously their minds work together and why they were so profitable together. So I definitely agree with Dame Dash. All right, so that was the weekend review. That was the topics. Do you have anything you want to add to it?
Just that, the whole, be an entrepreneur and be your own man, all that's fine and dandy, but, not everybody is an entrepreneur. As long as you're settled and you're comfortable in life, then I think you're okay. Now, I do agree that you should probably have another stream or two of income just in case, your bottom falls out, but don't try, if you don't have that entrepreneurship blood and that heart, don't do that.
Don't force it.
Yeah, don't force it because if I was a VP of Exxon, for example, and I made $5 million a year, I'm going to work my 40 hours a week, for 20, 30 years. So if you don't have that drive, that eye of the tiger, if you will, don't force it. And if you don't have it, you can get it, but just make sure that's something you really want. Don't get caught up with that, I just got to do this because I feel like, I just want to do it.
Right.
You got to have a reason to do it because I know a lot of high-paying jobs that I would probably take if I wasn't trying to do an entrepreneur. Now, can I get the job? I don't know. Probably not. But if I was in a position to get the job, I might. So there's nothing wrong with having streams, and there's nothing wrong with also being this comfortable where you are. If you're comfortable making, $50,000, $60,000 a year as a college professor, and you fan the rule book so you don't ever get dismissed and whatever, that's fine. Live your life. Don't feel like you got to do something because somebody that you respect is doing it or tells you to do it. But I do really feel strongly about diversification. All right, so you're a college professor. Try to buy some dividend stocks, with your paycheck, or try to invest as a silent partner in somebody else. That's what they're doing, legally. Stuff like that, so you can have those other streams of income coming in. And let's say the dean of the school says, hey, you no longer work here. You're not looking sick, right away. He's like, all right, well, I got a little nest egg. I got a cushion. A rich man once told me it's not what you do, what you make. But not what you make, it's how much you do what you make. So don't blow your check every weekend and then you get released or whatever, then you look sick. So that's all. Just be comfortable. Whatever you do, just make sure you're comfortable, because I know a guy who was an electrical engineer at one time, like back in the early 2000s, late 90s. He was making like 100 or 125 a year. So if you do your inflation calculator, he was making about 200,000 in today's dollars, if you will. And then he quit that because he just couldn't take it anymore. He didn't like it. He lost his passion. He went to school, got an engine. He was an EE, electrical engineer. He quit that and he became a realtor or a property developer or something like that. And he straight up told me, I make half as much as I made as an EE, but I'm, 5 times more happy. So in a situation like that, as long as you don't have to downgrade your lifestyle too much where you can't handle it, but you're enjoying yourself, living your life, yeah, go ahead. Now, if he would have said, hey, I quit and now, I can only eat out once a week, I had to cut this off and reduce this and do that, then maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But if he was still able to live a happy, good lifestyle, making 50% less profit, go for it. That's all I had to add.
Woo! We got an interception. I'm glad. Sorry, you added that at the right time because we just got an interception. But basically, what I would sum your words up in as a saying is success is relative. Success is what you make of it. It's not what the next man. It's not what anybody else thinks it is. It's what you think it is. Like, some people think it's being famous and being all up on the gram and, being at, celebrity parties and things like that. And other people think it's just, I can pay my bills this month and I can, block that. I'm going to need you to set up the block next time. But other people think it's just, I can pay my bills. I can make sure my girl's straight. I can take her out on a date. We can, hey, we could do something better than Applebee's. We can upgrade a little bit more. Like, that's what some people think is success. So success is relative to you. It's not about what anybody else is doing with their life. It's just, but what about what you want to do with your life? So, give me that first down. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, so success to Dame might be entrepreneurship, record label, production, whatever, and success to Envy might be I got a steady paycheck coming in. I feel like I got job security.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with what Envy's saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's no wrong answer.
As long as that fits his lifestyle, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying Dame was wrong, but like you said, apparently Dame feels like success is only entrepreneurship, and that's wrong.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, if you ain't your own boss, you a sucker.
All right, and that's not true. That's not true.
Nope, not at all. I know plenty of people that have jobs that feel like what they're doing is, wow, I took a sack. Damn. Yeah, I know plenty of people that feel like success is working for the man, and that's cool. Like, if you feel like, working for the man is that deal, then there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you are your own person. You can't let nobody tell you how to feel about something, or, you know what I'm saying, like how you should react to something or anything like that. Like, you are your own person. So however you feel like you're happy, live that shit, because everything else is just, wow, I can't believe it.
Right, yeah, and try stuff. If you always wanted to be an entrepreneur, Howard, that was a good job opportunity that you like, try it. Maybe you'll like it. You never know. Or if you always worked for the man and you always wanted to start a cooking business, do it on the weekends. If it's generating income and money where you can quit your job, do it. But you got to try stuff. If you always do what you always did, you always have what you always got. So you got to try stuff.
Yep, I agree. So, surprisingly enough, we actually ran over, and I was not expecting to run over, but we are already well into the first quarter of the second game. So what we like to do in the second half, as you guys know, we like to bring up topics. And today's topic is dating. And it's the whole process of dating and going through the motions and meeting a girl, talking to a girl, and getting with her and seeing where that goes. So obviously, let me look at my phone real quick. All right. So the very first part of dating, obviously, is the approach. Now, hold on, give me a second. Fuck, bro, you gotta jump that route. All right, so when it comes to the process of approach, it's obviously if you're meeting her in person, online, on Tinder, OkCupid, whatever. Then there's the meeting her at a grocery store, meeting her at a Walmart, blah, blah, blah. Now, me personally, I'm scared to death to talk to a girl in person. Like, I just don't, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but when it comes to talking to a girl in person, I'm just, like, I don't know. Like, I just nut up. I can't do it. So I've always been the type to talk to a girl online. Excuse me. Now, the person we got on the line, this nigga, he's a beast at talking to girls in person. So we're going to give you both approaches. Now, I'll let you go ahead and go first. So, all right, we'll give you an example. What the fuck is a global grocery store? We'll say Walmart. Walmart groceries or Walmart Mart, whatever the fuck they calling it these days. If you saw a girl in like the we'll say the vegetable aisle, like how would you approach her? In person, don't know her from nothing, don't know her Instagram, don't know anything like that. You just see her and you think she's pretty. How would you approach her?
Well, in a situation like that, you probably got two different styles. You can ease in there with, say she's looking at a certain fruit or vegetable since she's in that health department.
Okay.
Maybe
like
mention the benefits of, whatever she's looking at. So if she was looking at bananas, I would casually be like, yeah, that really helps with potassium and whatever. Fiber, what have you, and then she's like, she probably knows that already if she's over there, and she's like really checking out stuff. But if she did it, like, oh, I didn't know, and then I would just continue, and then as I'm talking about stuff that's not going to get me her number, then I'm going to start switching it to, what do you do? What's your name? What's your situation? Things like that, and then I would go in for, well, we should hang out sometimes, or I'd like to keep talking to you, or something like that. And then, as long as you didn't come off as creepy or weird, and you seemed semi-interesting, and she was quote-unquote available, she'd be more than happy to trade numbers with you.
All right, I like it. Wow, no, you didn't hold on to it.
And then the other approach would be just the regular common, how you doing today, and then going from there. Because, nobody's going to be, like, ignoring you. They're, well, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Great. Oh, I came over here. I like to use, I'm normally not this bold, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to come and introduce myself to you. That always gets a smile, and then I go on from there and try to trade numbers. So.
Okay, I like it. Now, going to my realm, which is online dating, you gotta be a little different. Like you gotta be a little different. Yo, catch that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, I just converted a 4th and 11th, so trust me, we needed that. But when you come into my realm, it's more of when a girl's at a grocery store, and no, obviously no shots to niggas that holler in person, but when a girl's at a grocery store, she might get approached by one, maybe two people tops, because niggas is scared in person. But when she's online, she's getting approached by, it's a ridiculous amount of niggas she's getting approached by. So what you got to do is you got to stand out from the crowd. So one of the things I do is obviously I would read her profile, whether it's OkCupid, Tinder, whatever. I would read her profile and try to relate to something that she is currently. Come on, give me that. Fuck. We got our first down. We cool. But obviously I would try to relate to something that is relatable to her. One of the things that you can't do, that you never can do, is send a hey, or hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's your day going? Anything that starts with hey is going to be trash, bro. You ain't getting nowhere with that. So what you got to do is you got to make sure that you come off different than any other dude online. So what I would do is I would send I would look at her profile. If she likes art, or she likes Game of Thrones, or she likes The Wire, or whatever she put on her profile, I'm going to mention that, because I'm like, most dudes ain't mentioning that. So hold on for a second. Fucked up. That was on me. That was definitely on me. Wait, what's going on? Is that a 2-minute warning? What's up? What we doing? All right, but anyway, I would I would definitely you always got to come at a girl from an approach that the normal man won't take. Multiple men can take that same route, but if you're one of those men, then you got a shot because the normal man just says, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's good? Hey, what you doing tonight? Hey, you trying to chill? Hey, you trying to do this? Hey, you trying to do that? Fuck! Touchdown, saving tackle." So, and I keep saying the same shit because I keep saying but let me give you an example. Hold on, let me think. So, and I use this thing last week where it was like you got to come at a girl with you liking her makeup, but it's just things like that you only like you stay in that pocket. Like when you get in a pocket where she likes it, yo, she'll fuck with you 100%. Now that don't mean she'll like you all the way through, but she will fuck with you enough to. Sorry, hold up. I'm still trying to. Fuck. I'm still trying to win this game, so that's why I keep pausing and shit. And obviously, Dean doesn't see what's going on, but y'all see what's going on, so y'all know why I keep fucking like, shit. So, but anyway, yeah, you definitely gotta be yourself, and you definitely gotta key in on something that's on you and that nobody else can match. So once you do that, you're in the game. All right, hold on for a second. Did I make it? All right, I made it. All right, so anyway. All right, so moving on from the approach, we go to the over-exaggerating the truth. All right, so let me ask you this. When you first start talking to a girl, she already agreed to go on a date with y'all, and y'all are on a date. Do you feel like you got to talk yourself up, or do you feel like she just accepts you for who you are?
I don't think any man should ever have to talk himself up to a woman. If you come at yourself right, come at her right, and you are living your life and you're comfortable in your skin, then she needs to accept you for who you are. Now, if you got some internal issues that's going on that you probably need to take care of before you start dating, then yeah, let's get those taken care of. But if you're comfortable in your skin, you feel good, then yeah, if she don't accept you for who you are, she needs to keep it moving, and you keep looking until you find somebody who does. But nobody should have to talk themselves up to be with somebody.
All right, so just off the strength, like just off the top of your head, excuse me, what do you think a good first date is?
I feel like sitting down at dinner. I just think I don't want to do that anymore. I feel like that's so played out. Like everybody does that. Like a good first date to me now would be something different. Like a movie you can't talk, but I know that's always up there with the first date.
Right.
Dinner, that or some kind of food, mostly dinner really. I know that. Even brunch, I would feel like, yeah, that's probably different. Because most dudes are like, let's go to dinner for a first date. If you just took her to, like, breakfast, I think that would be something different. Or brunch, or putt-putt golf. Do something different. That's where I try to shine at. I try to do something that the average guy is not going to do. And that helps me because I think it sparks a little bit of interest. Like, oh, my last 5 dates, with different guys, they're all at, TGI's, Applebee's, Chili's, and BJ's. Oh, but this guy, he wants to go putt-putting. Oh, all right, that's something fun. It's exciting, or whatever. You still get to talk, unlike a movie. There's a little competitiveness. And it's just fun and games. There's no pressure. You don't have to be super formal. Not that putt-putt's probably the best idea either. It's just something I thought of off the top. But I just feel like dinner's so played out, and it's so common. Like, do something different.
Right. So be special. And I'll go ahead and jump on that task and say, do something relative to her. Like, obviously, she's not going to like fucking dinner and a movie because she's going to be like, yo, you just like every other nigga. Why would I like this? So what you got to do is you got to do something relative to her. And relative to her means you have to get to know her interests, get to know what she likes. Like, some girls love animals. Now, I don't like animals at all, but girls like animals. So Yeah, and we stopped you, bitch. You had to kick that motherfucking field goal, nigga. You got 2 seconds left. Decide. Sorry. Anyway, some women love animals. So what you have to do is you have to be like, yo, all right, well, if you love animals, let me take you to a zoo, or let me take you to an exhibit that focuses on animals and things like that. So you have to just think outside the box, because everybody thinks in the box. Like the average dude, he's just thinking about fucking. So he's just going to think about, yo, let me do this. Wow, he scored on the last play at halftime. That hurts like a motherfucker, fellas. Step your game up. Anyway, but yeah, pretty much you just have to be, you know what I'm saying? You have to just be different. You have to be that whole nigga that she didn't see, she didn't realize. You got to come out of nowhere. If you get a first date with her, you just got to be like, and don't ever, if it's a girl you're interested in, don't ever ask her what she like. Well, what do you want to do? Don't ever in your life ask that, because you ask that, she will get turned off. You have to suggest something that you know she would like. And how do you suggest something that you know she would like? By talking to her. All you got to do is just break bread. All you got to do is just be like, yo, well, what do you do on your free time? Or, what's your career like? What are you interested in? And things like that nature. Or what's your family background? Oh, I'm Italian food. Oh, I'm Mexican food. Like, you have to find that little thing that the next man couldn't find. And that's how you get her. That's how you pull up on her. That's how you make sure that. Sorry, hold on. Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, wow, I fell. But yeah, that's exactly how you do it. So, all right. So moving on to the next issue when it comes to dating. When should you choose her over your homeboys? Now, we had a conversation off air, and this man was telling me, oh, you want to hang out with 3 other niggas before you wanted to hang out with a female. So let me ask you, like, should your girl always come first, like a girl you're just dating, or should you balance it? Like, what do you feel like hanging out with the homies and hanging out with your girl? How do you feel like that should work?
There's a lot of answers for that, because it all depends on where you are with the relationship with the woman. If she's just a girl you dating, if she's your exclusive girlfriend, if she's your wife, all those play a factor. So there's no general answer for that, but I'll try to dibble on each one of those. Wife, that's first, period. But
right.
But if you say, hey, we're having a guys' night in, guys' night out, and doing something with the fellas or whatever, she's gonna respect that. As long as you come at her.
You sure?
She should. I don't know why she wouldn't.
Wait. Are we still speaking on the wife?
Yeah, the wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. And then an exclusive girlfriend, she's going to feel like she should always come first, rightfully so. But she needs to understand that there's going to be a time or two where you're like, no, I can't do that. I got plans with the dudes. We planned this months ago, or even something spur of the moment. Well, spur of the moment should probably win that. But, decent ample time, like, yeah, I have a prior engagement. And then there's somebody you're dating, just a balance. You don't want to turn her off or make her feel unliked, but you also don't want your boys, like, damn, dog, you don't even want to chill with us no more.
Yeah.
You got a girl. So that one I'll go with balance. So that's just me answering all 3 of those. And then somebody you just hitting, let's play that by ear, So I wouldn't get too involved in that process. But that's how I feel about all of those.
Gotcha. Because you don't want to get a girl and then act brand new on your niggas. And then when your niggas call you, you like, what the fuck you want, right? You don't want to do all that.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good,
Because your niggas will hold a grudge for 6 years. So you don't want to be doing all that.
Right, yeah, that's not right. But it's just a balance. So you just don't want to cut off the world because you got a girl, basically.
Right. Yep. I agree with that. All right. So moving on. Let's talk about the most interesting, I think, out of all these topics. Do you feel like a girl, wow, how can you not catch that, my nigga? You had to get kicked off the team. We needed that, and you let us down, bro. How do you feel about a girl that you're dating, and y'all been dating for like a month or two? Do you feel like she's getting dicked down by another nigga, or do you feel like she's just holding out for you?
So to really answer that, I need to know what's going on in their life. Because my whole philosophy is, if y'all been dating and she doesn't give it up in 3 months, A, she's not going to, or B, she's she's been giving up to somebody else. It's just not you. So in your hypothetical, you said 2 months. So I would just ride that out for another 30 days. And then I'd be like, I'll try to close again. And if she's still with all that, oh, I'm not ready, blah, blah, blah. Then if she's not, if she's not messing around with somebody, I'm just going to tell myself that she is. And then I'm going to remove myself from the picture.
True. So you think that she might be messing around? Like, it's a possibility.
Well, after 90 days, I'm going to believe she is, even if she's not. And I know that's probably not PC and whatever, but it's just like, it doesn't take that long. Like, you never really know somebody. So why do you need to really get to know me before we, can knock boots?
Right. Yep. I agree with that.
I've been calling you every day or texting you every other day. I try to see you once a week. I'm the same guy day in, day out. That's just ridiculous. So.
Yep. I agree with that 100%. Like, honestly, I think like, if a girl's just like, if she's like just straight cool off sex, and I'm not saying she's getting dick down every other day or when you drop her off after a date, she's just getting ran through. I'm not saying all that. All I'm saying is if a girl's just cool off sex, like, yeah, man, it's whatever, then I really feel like she's getting it from somewhere else. But she likes you. Like, she really does like you, but she feels like if she goes with you, it's just going to be too fast, and, she don't want to move that fast, and et cetera, et cetera. So she's going to get something from her main source. So you going to be asked out. Like, that's what I believe. But on that same tip, would you be mad if a girl's getting sex on the side if y'all never said that y'all were exclusive? Like, it was never an option. Like, she didn't say, like, oh, I only like you, I'm only talking to you, etc. Like, she didn't give you those words where it felt like y'all were the only two talking to each other. Would you still be mad at it?
No, I guess I don't have a right to be mad, but if she's feeling me and she's telling me she likes me, I don't know her sex life. I feel like if she's got all these emotions with me and I tried to close, I should be able to close.
So you feel like if she's telling you, I like you, well, all right, I'll give you an example. If she's like, I like you, but I just don't want to take it there yet. I just want to make sure that, me and you are actually meant to be, and I just want to wait, maybe another month or so. And it's already been 3 months. What do you say?
Me personally, I'm going to remove myself, but I'm not saying that's right because, like I said earlier, I just believe after 3 months that they are messing around with somebody else. Doesn't mean they are. She could just be, like I said earlier, I need to know what's going on in their life.
Right.
She could just be really busy, or she could have just gotten out of a relationship, or what have you, or she just really wants to wait. But just for me and my sanity, so I just feel better about myself, I'm just going to remove myself. Now, I don't recommend anybody else do that. You might find your wife after 4 months, 5 months. So,
True.
I'll be single or what have you. But that's the risk I took, and that's the risk that I'm pretty much always going to take.
Right. And once again, I agree with that 110%. So, which obviously begs the next question. If a girl makes you wait, does that change anything for you? Like, if a girl makes you only wait a day, like you smash on the same night or you smash on the next night, versus a girl that lets you smash in 3 months, do you think that'll change how you perceive that girl?
I don't think so. Now, I know this is between a hoe and a, girl a class about herself.
Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hoes don't act right.
Right. But I'm not, I've been around the game. I've messed with, my share of women. So it's not like somebody who's ignorant about the situation speaking, because what I'm going to say is probably going to go over some people's heads. But if I close a girl the same night I met her, or the first couple of nights that I met her, yet she has some class about herself, she's got a good job, her own place, she speaks well, good family.
Right.
Don't say nothing. I'm going to really show her love there, because she showed me she's down with me.
She told you that she ready to roll?
Yeah, as long as I don't feel like she's doing that with everybody, and that she's currently not doing that she's doing it with me, like, we're kicking it, I don't feel like her phone's blowing up, when we're hanging out all the time. I'm going to really show you some love, because, you showing me you dig me. And
Yep. All right, hold on. We're gonna hold on for a second. Sorry, because I've been drinking and I really gotta pee. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. And we are back. My bad about that. All right. So you were saying that you're gonna show a girl that actually lets you execute faster. Wow. Okay. Y'all can see the screen, right? It's 7-7, and this nigga left because he was apparently he was cussing too much. Obviously, I don't have a mic, so I don't know the fuck he's probably calling me a nigger, but wow, you a bitch ass nigga, bro. It was only 5 minutes left in the goddamn game and you bluffing. All right, anyway, so bullshit. All right, so like you were saying, basically, if a girl kind of shows you that she's down a little earlier, you might be more perceived to take her serious.
Yeah, show her love. Now, I can't feel like she does that with everybody.
Right.
And I'll base that on her character, her demeanor, the way basically the way she acts, the way she talks, what she's got going on with her life. But if it's like a real decent girl, and I made her feel comfortable, and I got to do a one-call close, oh yeah, I'm gonna show her love. I'm gonna show her, appreciate her giving me that power, basically. Yeah.
I'm appreciate you giving me that love, babe.
Yeah, I'm gonna really show you love. Now, am I not gonna show love to someone that maybe wait as long, or a month or 2 or 3? No, I'm gonna show them love too, but I'm gonna show them love, but I need to know that you like me.
Right, you're gonna show them gradual love, not like instant off the bat. Yeah.
I don't feel like we really in a relationship until we seal the deal, if you know what I mean. So.
100%. And you don't even got to sugarcoat it. I'll say it myself, because you, I ain't going to say you. I was taught, and I cold-heartedly believe that you're not really in a relationship until you consummate it, until you actually have sex, you are not in a relationship. And that brings up my next point. If you're having sex on the regular with a chick, do you consider yourself being exclusive? Or if it was never actually brought up that y'all were exclusive, you feel like you can still hold yourself out?
Oh yeah. To me, if we don't mention exclusive or any kind of boyfriend, girlfriend, which I'll kind of put in the same category,
right?
Then yeah, I'm still gonna take care of you, show you love, but I feel like I can still do what I do.
I can still be me.
Right. But if you tell me, hey, we exclusive, or I ask you to be exclusive or whatever, then yeah, I'm gonna be loyal, and you my chick, and we gonna do this Bonnie and Clyde together. But if we're just dating, but we're we fucking every day, then we dating and we fucking every day. So it is what it is.
All right. So do you feel like you have to actually bring it up? Like, do you feel like you actually have to ask a girl, hey, will you be my girlfriend? Like, do you feel like you have to ask that, or is it an unspoken thing?
it's like a lot of guys mess up because they want to know exactly what's going on and exactly where they are in the relationship.
And a lot of women mess up too. All right, go ahead.
But I think in certain situations it is good to know what's going on, just so nobody gets hurt.
Right.
And nobody knows where, everybody knows where everybody's at. So in a situation like that, y'all already fucking all the time, y'all texting, y'all, doing what you do. I think one party's gonna bring it up eventually, anyways, or they might not bring it up indirect, or they might not bring it up directly, but you'll notice something like y'all are out and about or meeting a friend, and then somebody might introduce you as this is my girlfriend or this is my boyfriend, and then it'll be understood. And then from there on, as long as you cool with it, then oh, this is my girl, that's my dude. Or if you got. And you can bring it up after the fact, even if you're cool with it or you're not cool with it. You can just go in depth about it, and then if it's, how you like how it sounds or you don't, it'll stand. But, if I really like a girl, I might ask her to be exclusive with me.
Okay. So, all right, say you like a girl, y'all been rocking for a minute, and y'all already had sex. How would you ask, yo, we're exclusive?
I don't think I'm gonna be like middle school, where write her a note. Will you be my girl?
Yes or no with a checkbox.
Yeah. I'd probably ask without asking. Hey, we're gonna go out with my, we're gonna go on a double date, and my boy's cool. He already knows about you. But would it be okay if I introduce you to his date as my girlfriend? Something like that.
Okay. I see you out there.
But I'm not gonna, when I was a lame and I couldn't do nothing, I used to write, do you like me, circle yes or no to a girl and give her the paper and run off, I did that in high school a couple of times because, I didn't have it at the time. I had to touch the stove a couple of times, but yeah. Or, hey, we're gonna give this exclusive thing a shot, and women like relationships. They don't necessarily need them with men because I don't mean like in a lesbian, but they're emotional, so they can have relationships with girlfriends, just talking and social. But women like to have a good, real man around her. So,
yep, I agree with that.
As long as you present yourself as a real good man, you got good qualities about yourself. Y'all been kicking it, and this hypothetical that you mentioned, and you ask her, hey, we've been kicking it for a while. Is that, we could give being exclusive a shot. She's not going to be like, no, I just want to keep fucking around with you. No. She'll be like, yeah, all right. That's fine. As long as you've been carrying yourself right, you've been showing her that you're a good dude. Yeah, she's not going to be like, nah, I just want to keep fucking, and then we'll just stop talking one day. No girl's going to say that. So,
I agree.
It's just really like a mindset. Just like marriage is really a piece of paper. I mean, of course, it has a lot of laws and benefits and whatever behind it, but it's more so a mindset.
Right.
Right. So if you was looking out for her and she was your girl, and now y'all exclusive, it's gonna make you just want to do even more for her, be even a better dude for her. And she's gonna want to be a better woman for you. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
You're right. Yep, I agree with that 100%. So, dating is fucking hard at the end of the day. Dating is not something that you can just jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out. When you like somebody, you're going to try to make it work. And it don't matter if they like you or not. They are going to be out for themselves. And that's, that comes with the price of dating. But you got to get out there. If you're single, like me, and you're looking for a black Nubian queen, you gotta get yourself out there, man. You gotta do more than just, you gotta come up. You gotta come behind that computer, my nigga. You gotta actually get out there and actually talk to women in person because you never know where you'll meet your wife. You ain't gonna meet her online, bro. You're gonna meet her at Starbucks. You're gonna meet her, riding the goddamn subway, riding the bus. You're gonna meet her at Checkers, wherever. Because I'm going to Checkers after this. No, I'm going to Zaxby's. Y'all don't know what Zaxby's is, so we're going to Checkers. But you're just going to meet her at a random place. So you got to be open and you got to be willing to holler at who you see. So you can't be a bitch all your life. And I'm trying to focus on that myself. I'm not trying to be a bitch all my life and just, hide behind a goddamn computer. But we have reached the end of the show, the end of the podcast. And Dean, I thank you so much for filling in for Judah Man, because obviously he's in San Jose, fucking around, not worrying about us, not worrying about my fans, his fans, or anything. He's just out there living his life. So we thank you tremendously for stepping in for his shoes. But this has been iGame Around. We still don't have a sign off. So in the immortal words of Judah Man, all right.
All right. Well, thank you for having me, and hopefully Judah Man gets back soon.
Fuck that nigga.